This is a short video to be able to explain your next assessment task. What's the real cost of a burger? In this task, you'll be working with a partner to design 2 cafes, one in Australia and a second cafe in a developing country. And to find all the information you need, you'll need to go to the NBCS Learn page and select what's the real cost of a burger. This task will show you all of the activities that you're going to be doing over the next 3 weeks, and it will include things such as designing a floor plan for your cafes, getting a bank loan, creating your menu, and then developing a shopping list and the staff that you'll need. And at the end, you'll be able to come up with a profit and loss to decide whether or not your cafes will make a profit. The first task that you're going to work on is called the entry event. And during this event, you and your partner will need to decide what developing country you're interested in investigating further. You'll also need to decide on how you want to present your information at the end of this assessment task. So you have a choice. You can display it as a poster, you can make a video or a PowerPoint presentation, you can design a website, or you can ask your teacher if you want to design it in a different way. The last task you need to do in the entry event is to download 2 spreadsheets. And this is in the entry event task. You can click on the Australian Cafe and download that, and the Developing Country Cafe. Now, these 2 spreadsheets you'll be referring to regularly throughout this assessment task. The first task you'll see is the local currency for your developing country. And there are a number of tabs at the bottom of this spreadsheet which you will work through in conjunction with the tasks that are listed on the Learn page. Once you've completed the entry event, you'll need to move on to the next task, which is called the building design. So in this task, you'll be designing a layout for your Australian cafe and a second layout for your developing country cafe. So once you click on the link, you'll see that you are taken to a list of instructions, and one of those is that you need to select a drawing package to be able to draw your cafe. So you can choose from Autodesk, RoomSketcher, or Google SketchUp. When you use these programs, please just remember to use meters as your dimensions and to leave enough space for your kitchen and for your dining area. Once you've calculated your square metre usage for this, you'll then need to move to the next task, which is called building costs. Now, this is where you are going to be able to compare the cost of designing a cafe in Australia and a cafe in your developing country. Now, the website that you're going to use to calculate your building costs is called Numbeo. Now, this is going to be a very useful website for you throughout this assessment task. So take a bit of time to be able to understand how it works. So when you click on the link to the Numbeo website, you'll see the front page, and you can choose information on cost of living and on property prices. And you can also select the location or the country that you are interested in. So if we are looking for the property prices in Sydney, we'll select those different options, and when you get this page, you can look down to where it says price per square metre, and that's the value that we are going to be using for this assessment task. So use this price per square metre, and you can then move to the Excel spreadsheet, and you can put the cost of building into the Excel spreadsheet. You can then use your spreadsheet to calculate the total cost of your building in Australia. Now, the only difference with the developing country is that you're going to be given your cost of building is going to be in their currency, the local currency. So when you move to your second spreadsheet, you'll need to look at the cost in the local currency, and you'll need to convert it to Australian dollars so that you'll be able to do a comparison at the end of the day. You will then continue to work through all of the tasks in what's the real cost of a burger. You'll be looking at bank loans, menus, shopping lists, staff, total expenses, and finally working on a profit and loss to see if you actually make any money from your cafe. There are a number of tasks that you will be submitting to your teacher at the end of this assessment task, and they will include your 2 Excel workbooks, your building designs, your menus, and your final analysis of what is the real cost of a burger. So these can be submitted on posters, as videos, as PowerPoint presentations, whatever you have decided. So please enjoy this assessment task and good luck.